What is going on, YouTube? Check it out, we're here on my lot. As you guys can see, I got a couple empty spaces, one right there and one over there. So as you guys know, we did sell that Kia Rio. I think that was a 2003 Kia Rio, but last month we also ended up selling that 2001 Chevy pickup, the one we put the junkyard transmission in. And just on Friday I ended up selling the black CRV. I didn't quite give you guys an update on that, but I ended up detailing it and buffing it and polishing it, and that thing came out super clean. Maybe I'll put some pictures here just to see. But we sold 3 cars, so that means this week I'm gonna go pick up another 2 cars. I got 2 of them on Tuesday's auction, which was yesterday. So I'm gonna head out to Graham Copart here in about half an hour. I gotta get the truck ready. I'm gonna actually take the Yukon because we're going with the whole family. So I gotta get the hitch on that one, and I gotta get the trailer on the hitch, and we should be on our way. So I'll give you guys an update once we get there, and you guys can see what cars we bought. So guys, my GoPro did not record any audio here, but it was our first walk around. As you can see, there's a big dent on the door and on the rear quarter panel. And I'm going to walk around to the other side of the vehicle here, and you'll see that there is another dent on the other side. But all in all, it's a good rig. I mean, for the price I paid for it, I was happy with it. But yeah, this is our initial walk around, and this is our first look. Alright guys, so this one does have all the other interior. Looks like we had somebody smoking in here, but the interior is pretty clean. It just stinks a little bit like cigarettes, you know. But let's go ahead and give it a try. Get in here. The battery's probably gonna be dead, so let's see what she does. Yeah, she's completely dead. So let me put a jump box on it and we'll give it another shot. Well, damn guys, that scared the hell out of me. So I put the jump box on this damn thing here, and apparently the horn is stuck on. So as soon as I flipped the power on the box, this thing just started beeping the horn like crazy. I ended up pulling the fuse out, but here, I'll just tap it in there so you guys can hear. I don't know if the switch is stuck or the relay, but so yeah, so as soon as I put that fuse back in there, it starts honking. But I'm gonna just leave that out for now. I want to crank it over and see if it's gonna fire up. It does have a ton of oil inside of the spark plug tubes, so I doubt it's gonna start. I might have to clean those out first, but it looks like they all got it in there. But let's just try and crank it for shits and giggles and see if it starts up. See what it's gonna do first, huh? All right guys, so we still got no power at all. So looks like this is gonna start having some electrical problems. I'm hoping it's not something major, but so far, I mean, the horn is just stuck on, so I'm hoping it's just these switches here in the steering wheel. We're kind of clumped up, but I gotta figure out what's going on with the ignition switch and seeing why we're not having any power once the jump box is hooked up. So as soon as I get an update, I'll let you guys know. All right guys, so we all make mistakes, so right now is a good time for me to admit I made a mistake. I jump started the battery backwards, so I wasn't paying attention, and I put the red lead over here and the black lead over there, and obviously it's backwards, so we did blow our main fuse here. So what I'm gonna do is I got my solder gun going. I'm gonna wait till it gets hot, and I'm just gonna drop a blob of solder on there for now. I will replace that fuse later just to make sure it's still safe, but hopefully after that we have power to the car. So that was my fault. That's probably why the horn was going off. I put the fuse back in there and it didn't make no more noise. So hopefully that fixes the problem, and we should be good to go after that. All right, there we go guys. So you can see there's some solder blobbed on there. Get this thing to focus, but yeah, it's just a temporary fix in the meantime. But I already flipped the switch on, no more horn honking, and we got power. I can already hear the battery in there dinging, the little key dinging. So let's go ahead and give it a shot here guys. Heck yeah, let's see this. Good stuff. We got lights. She's cranking. Doesn't want to start though. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess those spark plug tubes are filled up with oil, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean those out, and then we'll give it another shot, guys. All right, guys, so it always seems to be try number 3. I got a little battery on there, and let's try it. Let's see, come on baby, clean out those holes. So it doesn't sound like she's kind of getting spark or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to check this thing for spark and see what's going on with that. Yeah, I do not think we're firing, because I don't even hear it puffing or nothing. So let me see what's going on with it again. All right, guys, so I dug into this a little bit further. I'm gonna give you guys an update here. We ended up taking the distributor apart. I cleaned the cap and rotor and everything like that. It still didn't fire up. So then what I ended up doing was checking obviously my power and my signal. So I got good power on the bottom one, and I got my signal here, and while I'm cranking it, this light here is flashing from on and off. So that means I'm getting a signal to the coil. So I guess that means our coil's bad. So we just confirmed that real quick. I mean, it took me maybe 5-10 minutes. And yeah, guys, I mean, I'm gonna go buy a coil. I'm gonna put it in there. The only thing I'm kind of iffy about is that on this distributor, for some reason here, you can see this little pin, it's missing the connector. So I don't know if maybe somebody pulled it off or it's just like that. So I kind of think it's like that, because I'm still getting the signal up here anyways. So it's flashing ground, which it should be, to spark that coil. But I mean, I'm gonna go buy one and put it on and hope for the best. So I'll get that in there, and then let's see if she's gonna fire up. All right, guys, so I'm actually gonna go to the junkyard and see if I can find one of these. I doubt I will. I called O'Reilly's, and it looks like they're 50 to 80 bucks depending on which one you buy. So last video I had somebody comment that they wanted to see what I take to the junkyard, and I told them it's usually job specific. So I got a ton of tools. I mean, they're all snap-on, mostly all of them, you know, snap-on wrenches, snap-on pry bars, snap-on sockets, deep. The only thing I got is Milwaukee that are my electric impacts. Those things are the best. You can't get any better than them. But what I end up doing is I grab one of these bags here, and usually it's got a couple tools in there already, you know, some screwdrivers, some pliers, you know, whatever. But I know today I'm just going to take out the distributor. I'm going to grab this little box because I know I can get the cap off with my sockets, and I have my screwdriver in there. And if I really want to get crazy with it, I'm just going to take some dikes in case if I just got to cut the plug off, you know. So I mean, usually I'll unplug it, but that's going to be it for today. I mean, that's all I need. I don't even need this thing, so that thing's going back in my toolbox. And yeah, guys, so I mean, that's what we're going to use today for the junkyard. We're going to go out there, hit it, and see if we can find something. All right, guys, so we made it out here to pull it. We just got done looking through all the CRVs, and not one of them had a distributor, so I'm not surprised with that. But I'm going to try and come out here to the cords. I think they have the same style coil. So I'm going to try and find one and take the cap off and see if it looks the same. If it looks the same, then we'll probably get one of those. So we got one here, but it's missing the coil already. So I'm going to keep on looking around. If I find anything, I'll give you guys a little update. But I'm on a mission right now, so let's go. So the coils on these things look a little bit different, so we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna look at maybe at the Civics or something else. Maybe if I can get lucky and find an Integra with the B18, that'll probably work too. So all right, guys, looks like we found a 2000 Civic. Still has the distributor on it. I just pulled the wires off here, so let's take this cap off and see if it's the same coil. All right, guys, so we got the cap and it looks like the right one here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing off. I already got these two little cables off. Just unscrewed them, and I just got to take off these top two bolts, and we should be able to go back to the shop and put this thing in our CRV, and hopefully she'll fire right up, guys. right guys, so we got our new coil in there, we got our spark plug tubes cleaned out, and we got our battery hooked up. So let's give it a shot. Holy shit, she fired right up, guys, and she purrs like a kitten. Hell yeah, guys. So looks like we got our $30 coil from the junkyard, and sounds like she's running really good. No misses, no ticks, nothing. Check it out, guys. She is running. So, and I did already check it. It has coolant and oil, and it all looks clean. So yeah, let's see. I don't see it smoking or anything either. I mean, it might smoke a little bit right now because it's been sitting for such a long time. But yeah, guys, I think this one's gonna be a score. I mean, I'm gonna have to see what I can do with this bodywork here. They did have a silver one at the junkyard, and they had the exact same door, but they're $80 a piece. So I don't think I want to spend $200 between the two doors. So I'm gonna try and slide hammer them out, see if I can get most of it out. And if it doesn't look good, then I will probably go back and get the doors. But yeah, guys, I mean, as of right now, that's the only thing. Heck yeah. All right, guys, I mean, it sounds like it's running pretty damn good. It sounds like it's running pretty awesome. It's almost out of gas there. So it seems like every auction car I buy has 0 to no gas in it. And I think it's actually gonna die. No, she's purring pretty dang good. I think it just idled down because it's warming up. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get this thing unloaded off the trailer, and then we'll probably take it for a test drive. So let's keep on going on this thing. Alright guys, so here's our first test drive. She's not really wanting to go in first gear, but once it hits second or third gear there, she gets up and goes. So I don't know if the tranny's bad in this thing, or maybe it just needs to be driven a little bit to break those gears loose, but you can see it doesn't really want to go there. Almost seems like I got a plugged exhaust. Yeah, something's definitely not going right here, but I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna drive it to the gas station. She definitely needs gas, so I'm gonna go and fill up the gas, and then we can see what's going on from there. Yeah, something's definitely wrong with this thing here. There it goes. Nope. It wants to shift, but it doesn't. So I'm gonna get to the gas station and see what we can do after that. Well, guys, I made it back to the shop, but barely, man. So it looks like this thing's gonna need a transmission. It just does not want to go and drive. It goes perfectly fine in reverse, so I can drive it in reverse. So I know all the running gear is good in reverse. It drives just fine, but as soon as I put it in drive, it just kind of bogs down and doesn't want to go nowhere. There it goes. So yeah, guys, I think this one's gonna need a transmission. So luckily everybody pulls the engines out of these things at the wrecking yard, and I seen right now that I was at the wrecking yard, probably 3 of these transmissions just sitting there hanging. So it shouldn't be too hard to pull out, and I could probably knock this thing out in a day. So not bad. And I think they run around $180. So that'll probably be for the next video, how to install a transmission on this thing. So for right now, I mean, at least we got it running. It was a $30 coil. Looks like I'm into this one maybe $850 now. So plus the transmission, we're looking at maybe $1,100. And I got to see what I can do with this bodywork, because if I can't get this bodywork done for pretty cheap, then I'm probably not gonna make much profit on this. But either way, I mean, it's a good running rig, and somebody will buy it. So remember, stay up, hustle hard.